A good number of musicians find it interesting to play antique instruments compared to new ones. In fact, a good number of those people who play those instruments would find it better to buy them from vintage saxophone dealers. This is because they find them more high quality than the novel ones. However, with the escalating costs of living, it is wise if one can find the best prices for those items. In life, one is always presented with various decision-making moments. The best way to approach each situation is by ensuring you have all the facts right. It would then be easy for you to use those facts and come up with an informed decision. It is this procedure that one has to observe before they go out looking for timeless music instruments. At times, choosing between the old and new models could be difficult. At the outset, new horns always have that fresh feel in perfect condition, besides coming with the latest trends in music technology. While that is the case, it is good to note that all the great features come at a price and that it could cost you a fortune to buy a new sax. These are some of the reasons that put many of the people at crossroads. One of the factors that determine whether you buy a new or used sax is price. Making a comparison on how the two types of instruments cost, you will be surprised to note the great difference. New ones are known to cost even 3 times the cost of a second-hand instrument. If you can pay for such an instrument, you are better off having it. However, if you cannot, the old ones would suffice. All the same, if you will be buying the select instruments, you stand to benefit from some of its strengths. The craftsmanship of making those instruments was of higher than the novel counterparts. The need to make instruments to meet market demands has made most factories compromise on their quality standards. Their techniques enable them make instruments en masse while reducing quality. It is therefore a belief that timeless instruments are so exclusive in their touch of music. The idea that you are playing a high quality instrument will give you more morale to play even better. In addition, musicians who use those instruments admit that it is very easy for them to get a connection with it. Vintage sax is more appealing in terms of affordability. Second-hand tools of trade are not so hard to find. Merchants dealing with such instruments are available on many platforms, some having online presence. In addition, you will not miss to find high street stores stocked with those instruments. In fact, a good number of retailers have become specialists in selling them. This means that if you make proper plans, you will always get a high quality instrument at a great price. No one would wish to lose out on anything he/she buys. You should also make sure that you find only the finest vintage saxophone dealers. If you are still new in the music instruments industry, you can choose to consult seasoned players for advice.